Hey,
Welcome back to Mountains Don't Like Baseball, episode 18. Brought to you by the fact that it can be divided by 6, which is pretty cool.
and that gives you what?
3.
The answer we were looking for is 2.
Oh, okay.
What?
That's weird. Dystopian future. Math is wrong.
That's right. You
So,
Yeah. So
you space out immediately.
that's what
I
she
was like I was trying to come up with like she'll be ebbing on my knees until I scrooge. I was trying to do that with Euclidean geometry, and I couldn't make it happen in like 1 second. She'd be
That's a
Euclid on
tough
my geo till I metry.
I'm in her geometry till her expression Euclidean.
Bro, stop making the valley of your hand.
When you look at
Bro,
it,
you can't even manufacture that.
that's incredible.
Another fallen
For
soldier.
context, Wes's hand looks like an actual
Here, dude.
banana.
Dude, this is as far as I go. Okay, so
Okay,
you're not doing the
you're
thing.
the exception.
I'm
Glenn, you're like the bottom of the tree of flexibility. Then there's me. Then there's Wes.
okay. Hold on.
I feel like
Oh,
this is
just 'cause my
the rock climber's
handies-
about to.
Just because my handies aren't flexible, I can touch the ground when I stand and don't bend my knees.
You know, I used to be able to do that.
Congrats
But
to
my
past
back
you.
hurts sometimes.
Past you is kind of flexible.
Yeah, I'll get it back.
yeah. I just started working on doing stretches again, and I
Oh
actually
yeah, what are you doing?
like for workout or for stretches because it's a lot for those stretches.
That was an open-ended question. Answer both.
I stretch. My goal is to eventually be able to do the splits one way or another, whichever way is easiest for my
Ooh.
body.
I
I
think
mean, like the forward or the sideways.
I
Yeah,
think when you go like this is you. I think when you go like that, it's easier on you. But I think going like that is because you have to have like really strong like hips or something to do the sideways.
which I don't. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just like slowly working on it, and I just don't have good flexibility in general. I'm doing like a lot of stuff that like opens up your back because I have a really stiff back. I don't know, just like my general body stretches, all the major muscle groups and stuff. I do it
Yeah.
like in the morning to like
Yeah.
after I wake up, and it gets all my blood flowing, and it just feels really good. I feel so light and like actually stretchy, and
That's like really good for your brain.
it is. Yeah,
And it
moving
helps you
moving your
feel
body.
like you're like it's the same. I feel like it's the same concept as like making your bed every morning, which people say makes a difference. But it's supposed to make you. Notice what you looked at.
My unmade bed in frame currently. Yeah,
Man, y'all are
no, I
chumps up in
definitely
my living
should be
room.
doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like supposedly it helps you like start the ball rolling of being productive.
Yeah, I mean, if
I've
the
got
first
so
thing that
off
you
for
do,
that.
you know, I need to start being productive again.
Yeah, me too.
Because like, I I produced for like one weekend, and I made my inscription cards. I made some new ones, but they're not even finished yet. And it was like really, it was cool to like lay my hands on something physical, and then we've done nothing but play Destiny since then.
Lay your hands
As
on something
usual.
physical besides all the women you beat, right? I mean, what were you saying last weekend about
like
like
a mantis. I use the bifurcated strike to hit 2 women at the same time.
Oh. what
I
about the trifecta strike card? How would you
Trifurcated.
Trifurcate. If you were to trifurcate someone, what would be the third limb?
Oh, hit him with the head.
What about your tongue? Because it's the strongest muscle in the body. Just like,
Is it just the
it's-
strongest muscle like by size?
yeah. I mean, it's like proportionally the strongest.
In the same way that like an ant or whatever has the biggest dick in the animal kingdom compared to its size.
Wait a minute. The tongue is the strongest muscle by size?
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
That's real?
It's literally 100%
Okay.
muscle.
Bro, the thing that's like confusing to me is because my arm can pick up like a 30-pound dumbbell. My
Here, look at this.
tongue. What could my tongue do? My tongue can't pick up a 30-pound
Your
dumbbell.
bicep is a bit bigger than your tongue. If your bicep
Right.
was shrunk down to tongue size,
The tongue is stronger.
yeah. Because I'm
Plus,
out here
the
going.
bicep The bicep is multiple.
Stop.
muscles.
Stop
It's a
it.
muscle
Stop it right now. Put it up.
group. And
Pack
how
it in.
wide can your tongue
Inviting.
be?
That was not inviting. That's disturbing. Stop! Put your tongues up.
Dude, look how wide my tongue is.
Dude,
Wes, how
mine is
wide
so
can your tongue
wide.
be?
Oh my.
Bro.
Ow! I just got a cramp in my
Cameron asked
jaw.
how. Bro.
Dude.
Cameron asked you how wide can your tongue be, and you're like, hit my tonsils. Bro, so my tongue is fat and short, but
Yeah.
one of my sisters,
Chung.
hers is like, it's like a point. And she used to pick her nose with it and eat it when
Like a
she was a
fucking-
child.
Like a snake.
Like
I-
Stitch.
Yeah, I would look at her and she'd put her tongue in her nose and then just
First of all,
That's so
I would do
reptilian.
that too.
Fuck.
Straight up, if I had the tongue for that, I would do that too. I would do that too. I'd be a
enough.
human about this.
Yeah,
I
boogers
would
taste
do
good,
it, because
dude.
that's-
They're like caviar.
okay. Audio listeners, fuck you. Did you guys ever do like the
What are you doing?
He's making
makes
his
it look
tongue
like you
look
have
at
big
lips.
ass lips? So,
wait. Okay, here's a game. Figure out if you can figure out which of the bits is my tongue. Hold on, check this shit out. I'm not gonna be able to keep a fucking straight face doing this, dude.
neither is your tongue.
Fuck, this is so hard.
Did I get it?
I see it. It's in your mouth, stupid.
Bro, you just made the clitoral hood with your mouth.
Oh no, that's my superpower. Look at this. I'd have to censor my mouth on that one.
Oh, that's awful. What's the opposite of a landing strip? Because that's what you got going.
I got the helipad. Anyway, so for the audio listeners, what I learned to do is I could fold my lips in half so it looks like I have 4 lips.
Consider this a
then
formal
you also
apology
stick
to
your tongue
Cameron's mom when she watches this.
Just don't watch this one. You can listen, but don't watch it.
Or don't listen.
That genuinely made my stomach hurt. That was fucking.
you didn't like
Little
that?
baby
No.
little baby tummy man. And I get to speak on this as the babyest tummy man.
Yeah, I need to do stretches and stuff
Yeah, and be more productive.
and be more productive.
Right.
Well, no, I wanted to
And
talk about it because that's
Smell
why.
different.
Yeah, that's why I'm like taking a break from. I'm not going to use any social media for a week because, like, I notice every time I wake up, I just like pitter on my phone in bed
Yeah.
for way longer than is necessary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I really doing here? Wasting time.
So did you start that today or yesterday?
Today, because yesterday in the morning and afternoon, I'd already done it, and then I got on Twitter and I just got pissed off.
Do you have like notifications turned off for all of them?
Absolutely, every single social
Okay,
media,
yeah, 'cause-
always had them off. Never had them on.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I personally, whenever I have a notification, I know neither of you animals will relate to this, but whenever I have a notification on anything, I'm like, I have to get rid of it because I hate that just blinking at me, you know?
I used to be that way, but then with Discord especially, it's just I would have so many notifications for so many things, and the way that I use my mail, like my inbox, is a little bit different because I keep the things in my inbox which I need currently. Everything else gets deleted instantly. And if there's an email that I get in that I know that I'm gonna need, like I got an email for my tickets for we saw the D&D movie yesterday, so I got the email that has the QR code, and so to remind myself that I have that email, I didn't open it, so it would leave the notification, and so every now and then I'll open the mail to get rid of the notification, see that email, and go, oh, okay, that's why I left it, and then leave it again.
I do that for my utilities payments because otherwise I'll forget because they tell you once like a month ahead of time and then they're like, oh, it's due. And I'm like, I forego. And believe it or not, the government doesn't accept I forgo and am stupid as a.
What happens if you forego on a utilities payment?
So what happens is they send you mail and they send you like about a week later, they send you an email and they'll also send you like physical mail. And the mail will say, hey, your account's past due. And that's they both say it's the same thing. And they just say like, hey, catch up your shit. And then they say you have X amount of days. I think it's like 18,
Mm-hmm.
10 to 18, and then they will shut your power off.
In that time, is your schedule's not paused? So like you're still in another month.
Yes.
Okay, so there's no way to game the system and just pay it every 58 days.
No. So yeah, it's like even if like the late fee does stack up too. So the longer you wait to pay it, the more it's going to be. It might depend on your company. But like when I switched to electric companies, I completely forgot because I was like I just completely forgot to pay it and this shit happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh. Oops." And then usually my electric bill is like around $100. And
I feel like that's kind of high.
it's
a lot cheaper in Memphis.
yeah, it's not.
Well, I was going off of Knoxville prices.
Texas is stupid.
It's really ridiculous.
I pay the city directly for utilities.
Yeah, wait, that's weird.
Yeah.
I pay a company.
Yeah, I pay City of Austin.
See, I would rather have that, to be honest. But whatever.
That's basically what MLG and W is. It's not owned by the government, but it is all of Memphis.
Yeah.
If you live in Memphis, you use MLG and W.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very love-hate relationship with MLG and W. On one hand, I hate them, but on the other hand, I love them.
On the subject of hate, I hate that you say MLG and W.
It is that. It's
I mean,
Memphis like gas and water.
it is that, but I still hate it.
I mean, fair enough, I guess. You be you.
MLG, yeah, MLGW sounds way better. You're just
MLG
sticking.
and W.
I'm here to be efficient.
Okay, all right, check this out. Goo Gone. Goo Gone. That's the product.
Okay.
What you're doing is like saying Gooby Gone. Not the name, but it sounds better. Reese's Pieces. Yeah.
You make
yeah,
me
how you
want
like that?
fight.
MLG and W, that's the name of it.
That made my body shrivel up.
Dude, actually, that did have a purely visceral reaction on you and your entire metaphysical form.
Reese's Pieces. The Reese's, it's an up.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off so bad. There's literally an apostrophe on it, showing that it is a possessive word.
It is the pieces of Reese.
Pieces is a word, so why are you pronouncing that wrong?
Pieces is not a word.
Yeah, what is this? Wes, you said you don't. I'll kill you.
I say Reese's Pieces for fun.
Oh,
I know it's incorrect. I just say it for fun because it's fun to
dude,
say.
this is the problem. Everybody that says it wrong
knows it's
they're
wrong.
always like this. They're always obstinate about it. They're always like, but it's more fun to say it that way. PCs, haha, PCs.
Die on a different hill.
This is my hill.
You guys die on a different hill. You're picking a die on the hill that's Reese's.
We are on the correct hill. You are on the little stupid with your tinfoil hat.
You guys are on the hill that the kid who always reminds the teacher of the homework. That's the kid. That's the hill that you guys are on.
You're the hill of the person that no one wants to play with at recess because you're stupid.
Well, yeah, that's
yeah,
that's true. I don't be getting fire team invites.
You do be getting fired.
Oh yeah, on Saturday.
First of all, and also so do we. We be getting fired team invites.
Wes, we were literally just playing Destiny together. What are you talking about on Saturday?
This is all we've done. Hey, everybody at home that's listening or in the car. You're probably in the car. We've been playing so much Destiny. It's becoming a problem again.
Let's agree.
I mean, I guess. It's preventing me from being productive, that's for damn sure. Because the amount of time that it takes to do stuff. Yeah, I guess I could get up earlier and be productive in the morning, and then spend the rest of my time being unproductive playing Destiny.
Exactly. You have to like microdose it. Like be productive in the early time, and then the nighttime just be a degenerate.
Yeah, I have a unique problem.
It's true.
Where I'm
like just be up here with productivity, then be down here, and so that makes you a functional human being.
Yeah, dude, but that means I gotta be hella productive in the morning.
I don't know how to help you there, buddy.
There is no help for a sinner such as I.
Drugs.
That's my other problem. Macrodosing.
Drugs for sexual favors. For drugs for more sexual favors.
Fucking blood donor peoples. I still have not resolved the
HIV thing.
AIDS scare.
Damn.
I have to go to like a doctor or whatever so that they can swab me or whatever they have to do and determine that I, of course, do not have AIDS. But,
why is that?
It is what it is.
Wait, are they gonna? Are they really gonna swab you?
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. How
Interesting.
They test that.
Butthole
I,
swab.
yeah,
I have to get it done because
I'm-
I can't donate blood with a false positive.
If I'm pretty sure they're gonna make you go into the bathroom with a Q-tip that's about this long, and you're gonna stick it up your ass and twist it a little bit, and then you're. Gonna
Oh,
put
okay. I don't know why. I thought you were gonna say penis, and I was
No.
like, I can't do that.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
thought-
microdose sounding real
I can
quick.
just do that. That's not a big deal.
Out of the two, ass is obviously superior. Don't really want a Q-tip up there though.
I'll swap it.
It's not that bad.
Cameron's like, I'm gonna hit my prostate while I'm up in there too. While I'm at
It's
it.
really not that bad. It's
Two
just
for
like
one, baby.
it's just like a really localized wipe. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then they'll also probably take your blood. So,
Yeah.
So they can test for every disease.
well, they'll probably,
All at once in one grand test.
yeah, they probably will. I mean, why not? If they have it there.
Okay,
This
we're
is a good
talking
question.
about chlamydia and gonorrhea, not every disease known to man.
Well, I mean, they're gonna take a big sample regardless, so they have a lot of.
You're gonna get
Yeah, I'll give
juiced,
him a
baby.
big sample.
Okay. Yikes.
Is that
Take it
before or
all.
after hitting your prostate?
Either. I have an emotional response to music,
I do too.
like a strong one, because there's not a lot of people that it's not like everybody that has emotional responses to music, but there's like
Okay.
shit that gives me goosebumps. There are certain key changes in chord progressions that will immediately bring me to tears.
Like the ending of Cherry Pie by Warren.
Yes, she's my cherry pie. I love it, dude.
Chills thinking about it. But no, I know what you're talking about.
There is one artist
Hmm.
that does it consistently
Muse.
in both of the songs that I listen to by them.
Okay.
Muse.
It's KDA's More and Pop Stars. Legitimately, I cannot listen to those two songs without like tearing up.
Dude, they're so good.
It's so good. Though there is something about the chord progressions, especially in the chorus.
Yeah, dude,
That-
the end of Pop Stars where they're just like, yeah. Just like that.
That makes me want to listen.
Dude, it's so good. I fucking love those songs. And then
But,
the beginning of More as well, with like the way they open that shit.
I agree. I think
Green
More has a
corn.
better opening, but I think Pop Stars has a better chorus.
I completely agree with that.
I love Pop Stars. I listen to that song
Okay.
and cry all the
Have you
time.
listened to the rest of their discography?
I've tried. The other ones aren't as good to me.
Yeah. Drum Go
Villains.
Dumb and Villain are the other two really good ones.
Yeah, I listened to Drum Go Dumb. I listened to Villain recently. and it
Did
was
you
kinda
listen to
like-
the end of Villain?
I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'm fairly certain I did. I'll listen to it again though.
Nice. Yeah, I completely get that though. And it's like for songs such as Pop Stars and More by KDA, but then also, what the fuck were you like?
Just stretching up that back.
I'm stretching right now, guys.
Okay, all right.
Before we started recording, Cameron like looked at the camera and went, "Hold on, I gotta stretch real quick."
What's funny? What I was doing is I was stretching out the Discord window
Oh.
so that it would be in between my two mics.
I thought you were gripping your toes or something. But yeah, like when I went to the symphony a couple months ago, they played it was a John Williams symphony. They played a Across the Stars. And bro, I was sitting here just like
Wait, do that one again?
do 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 do.
Oh, yeah, that one is so good.
And I'm just sitting here just like doing this. And then
You were
like,
you were doing this.
I was like, yeah. And then
Oh god.
yeah,
I
was
hated that so
I
much.
actually had goosebumps the whole time though. Because of
Yeah.
how good the nya was.
What music brings you to tears?
Lately it's been that song Duvet. That doesn't bring me to
Oh,
tears,
yeah?
but I get goosebumps every time I listen to this song. It's just
Yeah.
like the guitar and then whatever fucking instrument they have in the back. It's just so like airy and ethereal. I also love like it's like that shit that got really popular on TikTok, but it's people like slow down songs and like they chop them up and they
Mhm.
add a bunch of synths in the background
Mhm.
and it just sounds really good. It just sounds so ethereal.
Yeah.
I don't know. lately Cameron and I don't know, well I'll speak for myself. I've just been a big fan of like ambient music or niche music in general. That I just find it like I really like music. There's a song called Retire, and it's so like despondent yet like gentle yet warm but kind of distant, and it's like it perfectly, I really love songs that perfectly encapsulate the feeling of something, and that song perfectly encapsulates the feeling of coming home after a trip, like retiring for the night.
Yeah.
And it's just like songs that do that, and then I understand like the title in the song. Oh my god, I just love that shit, because that to me is like really artistic and stuff like that. So I think that's what really gets it for me. I just like music in general. I found out like I kind of had like a epiphany that I like a lot of like trap music and like, you know, stuff, a lot of 808 heavy beats, is because it's all pattern recognition. Because
Yeah.
I just like the way like it thumps, you know, when it's gonna thump, you know, and like they switch that stuff like that. And then like obviously the lyricality of rap, toying with words and making them rhyme in a way that's extremely clever and, you know, points to a message.
Orange and door hinge.
I'm stroking my dick. I got lotion in my dick right now.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I've never been like, traditionally I've never been like huge into rap, but recently I've been watching like just like a lot of like freestyles and stuff like that I think it's really interesting to watch people be able to like craft stuff like that on the spot, and not just like say I got lotion on my dick and my hands on my
Yeah,
dick.
like to say it and actually
like,
have it.
Yeah, and like you're setting up
Story.
an overarching story with double and sometimes triple entendres in a fucking freestyle.
Right.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
Just
So there's this guy called Blind Fury. He is like legally blind. He can't see. So he can't write anything down, obviously. And he freestyles. He's one of the craziest freestylers I've ever heard. He did this like joke verse. He was on this show where he would like battle rap people. And there was one time he was like, shout out Chris Breezy. And then he just started singing like Chris Brown. And then he just went into like the most flawless rap you've ever heard and like just completely destroyed the guy. But this is one of his verses, and it's he freestyled this to Vanilla's Ice Ice Baby. He goes, all right, stop, roll a bowl and listen, take all the shit out of the kitchen, something got a hold of me tightly while everybody be sleeping nightly. Will ever stop? Yo, I don't know. I've been up 3-4 days in a row to the extreme. I'm like, rock a mic like a vandal, run out of power, so I'm lighting up candles, dance, cause I be on tweak every damn day of the motherfucking week. That's why I don't ever get no sleep, and I lost my bottom and my top front teeth. Yeah, you know the shit deadly. And I already know what they tell me, but I don't care. You know what's not a problem? I just close the blinds and I start to roll it. Motherfucking bowl. What? I'm smoking ice, baby.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's actually
And then he
fun.
goes, get down, get on the floor. I sold the couch, everything else gotta go. And then he just started laughing because he couldn't like handle it. But it's just
When like rappers will take like a backtrack of a pre-existing song, it always goes hard.
Yeah.
there was
All of the examples left my mind the moment I said that.
like I just love how cheeky it is sometimes, because there's a bar from this guy named Lil Dicky. He says, skim milk chugging with a bitch, hot as asphalt. Bitch wonder why I'm coming quick. It's your asphalt. Like, that is fucking awesome.
I do like that. You know what else I like? Real G's move in silence
Like lasagna.
That is a great line. Like, it's just, it's a joke, but it is a great line.
Dude, I actually like love like the hip hop community is really funny. There's this show, Sway in the Morning, and he always has a bunch of rappers on. He has them come freestyle, and they talk about stuff. And everybody knows Soulja Boy. Back in like late 2000s, Soulja Boy copied like basically almost bar for bar a verse off an old early 90s hip hop song, and then Drake copied Soulja Boy. And so Soulja Boy went on this show and was like, Drake stole my whole flow. And then the host of the show was like, oh, the flow that you stole from somebody else? And then Soulja Boy was just like, shut up, man. Like,
That's like Fortnite suing PUBG.
yeah.
Did they?
Like or they were like talking about it or something. They were acting like it was like a ripoff. And also TikTok.
First?
It was, yeah. And also TikTok was like upsetty spaghetti with Instagram reels. They're like, oh, you're just copying a good thing. Where like Vine did it like 10 years ago.
Dude, no one will ever do it like Vine.
Yeah, Vine.
There is some, I don't know if it was a culture shift
It
or it's
really
just like
was.
the difference in the tools, but what went into making a 7-second video versus what goes into making out these minute-long mobile ad fest garbage factories.
Fucking love the mobile ads you get on like TikTok and on fucking Instagram. Dude, they're so funny. Oh my god, I love them. Because it's always like some hot woman scrubbing a floor. Help her, kick her in the head. And then like the guy gets kick her in the head, and then the zombie gets him, and then boss mom woman, and it's just like level 10,000, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, I saw one yesterday that gave me whiplash because it starts off like there's this lady who's like, she's got chains on and there's a giant spike wall coming at her, and she's just like help, 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 and like you have the couple options or whatever, and it's like, oh, try yanking on the chains. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, and then you watch her die, and then you start over, and it's like, oh, try grabbing the chain melter, and then you grab the chain melter. She gets up, and then she does like this weird run, and she runs over, and there's like a boarded up window and an open window. Naturally, they click on the boarded up window, and she goes, help, help, like grabbing the window, and then obviously the spikes kill her, so they run it again. She goes through the open window, then crawls into a bunker, and it turns into one of those like Fallout shelter type games.
What? Oh, where you put the plants in the water and the...
And then they're like, now it's like this 2D grid of the shelter, and then it zooms out to the top, and now it's like a Clash of Clans thing, and they've got like it's like, what is this game? Dude, what is the actual game?
It's like every World of Warcraft ad where it looks like you're about to like step into a movie, and then it's like, oh, this is what World of Warcraft is.
Yeah, I just love how I feel like they have to do it on purpose, right? Because then you want to get the game, so you do it correctly. Because I always see that one with the, like, save the king, and it's like there's the lava and the thing,
yeah,
and there's like the monster,
dude, it's like
and
Candy Crush or something.
And every time this little finger emoji, like, and then it always just jumps the lava right on the king, and he's like,
yeah, or like the ones where like you pull the pins.
Yeah, that, and then like and then they finally do it right, and then the fucking character is always like, yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Those ads are so funny, especially the ones where you pull the pins, because those were running for like a long time. They were ads for Ebony, but it wasn't really branded because I think it was called something different at the time. But later there was an evolution of that, which is that because these mobile ads had this reputation of like you would see the ad, you download the app, and then whatever was in the ad was not in the game. Then this Ebony game, they started doing ads where they had this guy that is clearly like lip syncing. That's like, guys, I found the game that you always see in those ads. It's Ebony, but like it's just this weird, not real person, and then it's the pin thing, and it's still not in the game.
Damn,
dude, I also love those ones where it's like, these are kind of rare, but I always treasure when I find them, because it's like, oh man, there's no bride. What are we gonna do? I'll step up. I have 10 million power, and it's like,
oh yeah.
You're just like,
where are you seeing all of these? Like, I've seen a handful.
Okay, no, okay. So I fucking ditched YouTube Premium because I'm not paying. Yeah, it's just too much money.
It's so expensive.
It's not worth it. Like, so everything you get YouTube surveys instead of ads sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, which have you seen? Which have you not seen? Which are you likely to buy? Every time I'm like, which have I seen? And I'm like, none of them. Show me the most, like, I want to see the strangest shit. I'm trying to like input stuff so that it shows me just the most weird shit.
Yeah.
That's why my TikTok, I'll get like a string of like 20 TikToks that don't have more than like 10,000 likes. Mm-hmm. And they're all just like the most heinous, reckless, odd shit you've ever seen. Like,
yeah, before you start like liking TikToks on your new account, and you and like before you started liking and sending and receiving TikToks, you had some like cursed shit that was popping up.
Yeah,
like, we don't know what to do with this MF.
Yeah, I have found, because obviously I use YouTube Shorts instead of TikTok, which, you know, sometimes you'll get like just regular TikTok kind of stuff that would come through, but any video that you stop and watch all the way through, they're like, oh, you loved that.
Yeah.
Prepare to watch only that for the next hour.
Dude, it sucks because it also really, I don't know about you, Cameron, does it push you Andrew Tate shit all the time?
Yes! Dude,
okay.
There's like a handful of things that it's constantly trying to push me.
Andrew
every
Tate.
time an Andrew Tate, every time that comes up, I don't watch it. I'm not interested in listening to it. I dislike, and then I
not
say,
interested.
do not recommend me this channel again.
Yeah.
I do that constantly. The do not recommend this channel again is not real because they will just recommend that same channel again eventually. But I do it every single time. It is. I cannot believe that they have not caught on by now that I don't want to watch it.
On like a similar vein to that, the TikTok like hearing thing that happened a couple of weeks ago, bro, there were like Congress people going like, well, every time I get on TikTok, all I see is like
underage girls in skimpy clothes dancing.
Yeah, and just, everyone in the world is like,
it shows you what you want to see, buddy.
right?
Yeah.
It shows you what you interact with, big dog. I don't see that shit ever.
Yeah.
I will say
Really?
occasionally I'll get like a TikTok with 2 likes, and this is really rare. This is like I've been scrolling for like more than like an hour and a half, which is so that's why it's rare. And it'll be like an actual like 3-year-old, like just like their hands like on live, like goo goo gaga, like they did it on accident.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I? What is this? Why is this? Why am I looking at this?
Yeah,
It's just
I'll get
strange. Like it's
videos of like a
weird.
kid, and there will be like a plate of like dog shit looking food, and the title that will be like April 8th, 2023, or whatever. And then,
Dude.
and they're just like, look at this food, and then it's like that's it. That's the end of the video. It's like what did I just watch?
my
Why
God.
did that show up?
It's fucking strange, man. It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm so glad we
Yeah.
were never iPad kids.
Oh, that's no good. I was a Roku Angry Birds player.
That's right, baby.
I struggled for my entertainment.
I have been lately too, to be honest. Like, it's not because like I don't know. I just haven't had the desire to like. If I'm with company, it's so much more enjoyable to me.
Mhm.
Because then we're not all so super focused on the game. Like we're talking about other stuff.
Yeah.
So like doing things on my own, I find that if I'm just like looking at a stream or a screen, I just find it really unsatisfying. Like I feel like.
Mhm.
Because sometimes there's stuff you watch, that's really good and it has like impact. Like, if you read a really good book or something.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
some TV shows make you think. But like, realistically, what am I doing? Is this how I really want to be spending my time?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why I made the decision to fucking go outside.
Going outside is
That's
cool.
huge.
And I have been.
Nice.
You touched grass, dude.
I have been.
You did it.
Dude.
You broke free.
Yeah. There's actually like a
You
lot
were
of
the
shit.
chosen one.
There's a lot of like shit to do in nature in Dallas. Like there's 2 nature reserves here. There's like state parks that aren't far away at all.
Arson.
No, not arson. It's just
I loved it when you sent me that video of the pig,
dude, the pig.
or just the picture of the pig.
The pig is. They were fucking cute pigs. To be fair,
Yeah,
Dude, pigs are cute.
they had like the scrunched up face,
Oh yeah.
and I really loved how. I don't know if you could hear it in the video I sent, but I went like, and then the pigs both honked back at me.
Yeah, you immediately started
Wait,
laughing.
was that
That's
Drift
awesome.
King?
Yeah, it was Drift King.
DK.
Holy shit. Yeah, gaming has definitely turned into like from something that's like my primary hobby to something I just do and I have nothing else going on.
Yeah.
See for me when that's the case for me, I have to do something like with my mind as well. I can't just do video games like that anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's why I
no.
like get 2 hours into a gaming session. I'm like, damn, I want to be doing something else.
It gets like it kind of waxes and wanes for me because like I have like a bunch of quests that I want to do in Destiny and stuff that I'm like actively trying to finish. And once I finish that, there's a lot of shit I could do, but like I just like I don't know. I just want to be doing something else. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I for me, video games have become purely social.
Yeah.
Like, I don't play like even as I started trying to play The Last of Us again because I watched the show and it made me sad. I wanted to watch the game, play the game, and so I started playing it, and it was like, yeah, I mean, this is fine, but if I'm not talking to anybody, if I'm not doing it socially, then like I could be doing something else. And then I like got up and started making cards or something.
Right,
I
like-
just did something else.
That's why I struggle with single player games nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you guys, but I like the ADHD. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like it's really debilitating where like you think about doing stuff and then thinking about doing stuff, you just kind of freeze and you never do anything, and starting anything is just absolutely impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been like
That's a tough thing to get out of.
I've been like fighting that like tooth and nail for the past like 4 days. Like I literally before raid like yesterday from like 4 to 5:30, I was literally just pacing here. like listening to
Yeah.
music and pacing because I like couldn't bring myself to start to do anything.
Yeah.
Dang, that's tough.
I've found that just getting up and doing like a shit ton of jumping jacks or something is kind of helpful.
Yeah, that's why I've reinstated the if you walk through that threshold, you have to do a pull up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been making myself not work my arms at home anymore because like my arms are not my problem. I need to get bigger legs and I need to get an ass. I have to be caked up in 2023.
Yeah, get you a medicine ball.
Bro, I'm trying.
Do squats.
I
You
mean,
can, you can do it with a dumbbell. Just hold it like that.
all of my plates onto this one dumbbell. It's like, dude, goblet squats.
Can
I'm just like,
can you
"Ugh."
so can you securely hold it like from like the top down?
It's tricky with my headphone.
Oh
cable.
no, like so like if you were like standing up, could you hold it like this, like that, so that way you could do like kettlebell swings with it, because that would help your ass so much.
Oh, like
No,
swing it like that.
Yeah, no. So
The same way you were doing the goblet, but instead
Right.
of your palms, your fingers.
right. Yeah.
Yes.
And then can you like safely swing it around, or no?
Yeah, is that what you're talking about? Just like lift?
Well, it's
Well, he's talking about kettlebells.
Yeah.
So like where you take it, and you're like, whoosh,
Oh,
whoosh.
Yeah,
Like that. Like you're
no.
performing.
I
Okay.
could probably do it, but it would be risky because, like,
Okay.
as you can see, I've really piled these hose on,
yeah.
and it's like a screw, and this
Oh,
is
yeah.
kind of loose. It doesn't like to stay tight.
I would say kettlebells are great for your glutes though.
Yeah,
What else did it?
at some point I need
What did
to.
it do?
Kettlebells?
Yeah.
See, kettlebells are almost like, depends on how, if you actually do the exercise properly, you're supposed to do it, activate your glutes. So you're supposed to be like thrusting the kettlebell up through your ass. Like you're not swinging it up with your arms. You're using like you come and you clench your
Yeah.
cheeks on the up, and you feel like that whole shit light up.
Do y'all ever like stand in the mirror in the bathroom, just clench your cheeks, and like be like, "Damn, that is unattractive."
Dude, right? I
I'm like,
have
"Damn, this is me at my worst."
my ass muscles are strong, and so when I be clenching them in there, it's like, y'all remember like playing Journey and there was Butt Crack Mountain?
Yeah.
It was like a mountain.
I mean, of course.
No, flat sheet, just completely. There's no crack. It's gone.
Dude, have y'all seen bodybuilders when they flex their glutes? It just looks like it's like a tight mass of muscle. There's like no
Yeah.
cheek. It's just
Yeah.
It's
I
disturbing.
gotta build some cheek.
Bodybuilders
I gotta
to me
cheek.
look nasty. I
Yeah.
can't stand
Well,
it.
I think like extreme
Right.
bodybuilding.
yeah.
Yes.
Once you get to the point of like no return.
Yeah, I'm
if you look
talking-
like a normal human being that's just also ripped, then you look good.
Dude,
Yeah.
bodybuilding is such a crazy sport. Like, okay, so fun fact, like I don't know if you know this, but those big guys they can't scratch their own back because their muscles
Yeah.
are so big. Also,
Well, yeah.
a lot of those guys, like they're like, wow, that guy's the epitome of health, right? He's really taking care of his body. If you look at
Eating disorder.
retired bodybuilders, eating disorder, crippled, like paraplegic, all the cartilage in their joints is just fucked. Their bodies are destroyed because they went way too hard in the gym.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. Like some of them, like they're like borderline vegetative, and it's just
Yeah. Well, and every single one of those guys that you see that's just like, especially whenever they're doing like a competition or something,
Mm-hmm.
they are dehydrated as fuck. They have not drank water in like 3 days because you have to lose all the water weight and it tightens up your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like anytime if you watch a movie, you see like Chris Hemsworth or something, if they do a shirtless scene, he has not drank water in 3 days.
Jesus.
well, or it's post, like
Well, but traditionally speaking,
Yeah.
we'll say that when it's not CG. Stuff,
yeah. So
right?
also, I do want to say just about fitness in general. Pretty much every like before and after photo you've ever seen of the same person is also fake. That person has been ripped for months. And all they had them do, they had them come in, they haven't eaten anything that day, like noon, shitted, pissed everything out, and you come in, they flex your abs, perfect, right? Then you go to McDonald's, 2 cheeseburgers, large fry, and a Coke, and then you take the photo again and push your stomach out.
Right.
So it's all a scam. Like it's
Yeah.
so crazy.
This is why
That's
influencers are
why-
dog shit.
Yeah, that's why I fucking hate Noom. I've talked about it before. I'll mention it again. Noom is one of those. It's supposed to be like a diet
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
program, and I hate it so much because all of their ads are targeted at like
Predatory.
it's like somebody that like reads their phone or whatever, and it's like, oh, you've been dealing with a food pusher, like that's your food pusher.
Yeah.
But they're all set up like this is not your fault.
Exactly.
And if you download our app, you will magically lose weight. I hate it. I hate it so
So-
much. That shit is predatory and it's bullshit.
Well, okay, so I know of 2 people who use the Noom app and who have been successful with it. Like, it's worked for them.
Because it's not the fucking app that does that. It's if you're
Right.
if you're trying anything, any amount of like dedication and work, it's not the program that fixed you. It's you and your dedication that fixed you.
Right. Well, what I'm trying to like explain is that the program is marketed that way, and then it's much different in the actual application.
Well, I speak to the marketing. I hate
The marketing is horrible, and you're right, it is incredibly predatory. And also, every person in the marketing is like someone who society would consider like obese. It's not like
Sure.
It's not like
Well, I mean, I'll say fair enough.
I mean, right.
Because
But it's like not everybody, like if you want to, I feel like you could market it to like a healthy relationship with food in general for everybody, because skinny people are not healthy either.
that's true too. There is no mass like accepted. I don't know how to describe it,
Standard.
Like, yeah, they don't talk about the people who like literally have trouble eating enough and eating
Right.
properly and like they're too skinny, like anorexia type shit.
Mhm.
Like they don't that is not frequently talked about because the Americans' number one problem, too fat.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite Tyler the Creator lyrics is he says, "I'm about as lonely as those crackers that supermodels eat."
Damn. So
That
he's
is
pretty
a lyric.
lonely.
Yeah. So like I really think that like relationships and unhealthy relationships with food is more of an American problem than around the world.
Yeah, although to be fair, America's actually not the most obese country. Like there are worse ones.
Are we really not?
But yeah, no, we're not the number one.
Number one's
Um,
Mississippi for sure.
That is the number one country.
Critically
Yeah.
acclaimed
I
country.
mean, the size of them, they could be a country down there.
Damn. Maybe they could use Noom.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a lot of islands, nations.
Dude, I'll bet. You know, that island life got to be great. Especially, like, think about it. You got your own little island, wake up. What else do you have to do
Yeah.
other than enjoy the sun and eat? Like,
All right, so this is by percent of adult population that is obese. Number one is Nauru at 61%, Cook Islands at 55, Palau at 55.3. It was 55.9, 55.3. Marshall Islands at 53, Tuvalu at 51. Tuvalu's almost gone. Rip.
wait, what?
Tuvalu is sinking.
Oh,
No,
shit.
we talked about
Yeah,
this
we
before.
did.
It's the island nation that is going to be in the metaverse because it's gone or going on.
Oh, shit. That's so fucked up.
Deserved.
Niue. I don't know how you would say that.
Oh,
Niue?
I guess.
Niue.
Yeah.
Niue? Okay,
And they're
well, it's 50%.
they have a Pikachu on their currency.
Do they?
Yeah, I think it's,
Sick.
yeah, pretty sure it's on their
That's cute.
coin.
I mean, it must be a relatively new country because I know the old ones.
Yeah.
Tonga is 48%, Samoa is 47, Kiribati is 46, Micronesia is 45, Kuwait is 37, and the United States comes in at 36.2% of the population is obese.
I really want to
Still a
know.
lot.
Well,
It is a
I
lot.
do want to know what the standard for obese is. I'd like that to be defined because
Oh, what is the actual definition? of
yeah,
obese?
so because like it really depends on like whose book you read, because like by some definitions, like here I'll stand up and I'll show my stomach. By two
Yeah, but-
different doctors, this is considered obese and this is also considered healthy body weight for my height. So I don't
Yeah.
like it's like who the fuck do I trust?
Isn't it based on
Yeah.
your BMI?
Yeah, but that is
Well, it is based on your BMI, but like Americans go by the CDC's guidelines of obesity. But like Japan, for instance, dude, I was obese when I was 12 by Japanese.
yeah, I've been obese
So-
my whole life by any standard.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like, what is the like how like if we so let's say we rock up to one of these islands, and then like everybody's just kind of like they're kind of like, you know, like Samoans are built like just like big like in muscle.
Mhm. Yeah.
And like what if they're like that? Because that to me that's not obese. That's like
Right. The whole thing with obesity is that it's a larger classification that it doesn't necessarily, it's not exactly accurate for each person and for each body type. It's just to give you rough guidelines so that you know like roughly where you're at in your health.
My understanding is that obesity isn't just weight, although weight is a factor.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah, it's more about like
BMI.
body fat.
Yeah.
Because like if you're 270 pounds, but it's all muscle, like
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Muscle will
as
always-
270 and all fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just really interesting. Like I need to look up the comparison because it's just crazy how much fat weighs compared to muscle.
Muscle is 3 times as
Okay,
dense as fat.
that's which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
that's why anytime that I've got like been like trying to like get more in shape, I focus a little bit less on the weight
100%.
if I'm also exercising
Yes.
because the weight either won't change or it might go up. So
You're
that's
also
not the
just-
thing to really focus on.
You're a built person.
You are.
Like,
I mean, I am a built person. I do also carry a significant amount of fat. I do know that about myself, and that's fine. I'm working on that. I'm trying to,
Yeah, you've
lose
been doing
fat
great.
without
Like,
being unhealthy about it.
yeah. Yeah, and you've been doing great. Like, you can really like already start to see it in your face. Like,
Yeah,
which is
I almost
crazy.
wondered like if I
shaved.
if I was shaved, like what would it be like?
yeah.
Wait, do it like wait till like a milestone and then do it and then see.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If I ever get down to 250, which would be, if I weighed 250, that would be the lightest I've been since I was 16. So, if I got down to there, I would be so happy.
You were also playing football at that age.
I was. I was extremely active. Though I also ate like dog shit. Which,
Well, we all did, man.
Yeah.
oh yeah, dude. Taco Bell, man. Hey, speaking of eating like dog shit, I love Philly cheesesteaks.
Dude.
And
They're
the
really
reason
good.
I'm mentioning this is because Wes, you put in a podcast that had Philly cheesesteak in it, and I really wanted to hear what you have to say because I've got a whole thing about Philly's.
Okay, so I was like a year ago, this across the street, it's a busy street. This like little mom and pop cheesesteak place opened up. It's called J Steve's Philly Cheesesteak. And it's across the street from the vape store I go to. And I was like, one day I was just like, I was kind of like, I was hungry and I didn't want anything that like I had at home. I didn't want anything out. And I was like, I never tried this place before and cheesesteak kind of sounds good. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go in there and get one. So like, it's just, I just need to like describe that it looks like really fucking dingy. It looks really sketchy. And it's the type of sketchy where you're like, is it going to be the worst food I've ever had in my life? Or is it going to be a place that's like going to be like hole in the wall? Like
Right.
the food excuses the dinginess. Like I need to explain that like there were more tables in there than people could be comfortably seated, if that makes sense. Like there were so many tables in there that the chairs were so close together that you could barely pull them back.
Yeah.
And there was
Okay.
I was the only person in there at like 5:30 p.m. on a weekday, and I was like, this is kind of sad. The dude had like one of those old school cash registers with like the keys on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, we love
With
those.
Yeah, and he also had like little iPad thing for card payments, but I could just
Oh, okay.
tell that he wanted cash because they were like 3% off on your cash purchase, which I imagine is 3% is the vendor
on
the vendor
your
fee.
credit.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I get it. He spoke like he was from the Middle East and he did not speak very good English, but like
Mhm.
it was like a whole vibe, kind of like an awk.
Yeah.
And then he took it, and then he was like, the manager came and started yelling at an employee in there. He was like, if you don't want to work today, go home. I can do this shit myself. And I was like, well,
That's actually badass.
I was like, damn, this is interesting. And I'm sitting there, and then they give me the stuff, and it was a little longer than I thought it would take, but I wasn't gonna complain. I felt like I'd been there, like I was like, damn, was the grill cold? Like I get if it was because there's nobody in there. But so I walked, and then like I get my shit. It comes with a drink, and it's one of those places where you grab a can of drink. Like they don't have a soda machine,
Yeah.
so they have like bottles
That's
and
cool.
cans. He was like, you got the combo, so grab any can. And I was like, okay, cool. So I grab a Sprite. So I got home. It was just like typical Philly: onions, cheese, steak.
What kind of cheese?
I don't know. I think it's like what's typically on it.
Okay, so there's
Provolone?
2 schools of thought. It's provolone or cheese whiz. So the question is, was it
Okay, it was
Philly
provolone. It was
cheesesteak or-
provolone.
Okay.
I
Provolone is just the
it's
that's cheese.
dude. Okay, so let me explain. First, I gotta start with the fries. I started with the fries to whet my appetite. Really get me hungry for the sandwich.
Mhm.
They were thin fries, which caught me off guard. I was expecting crinkle cut.
Okay.
They were really thin, and they were also a little more brown, like brown
Okay.
gold, not golden
Oh.
brown.
Those were crispy as fuck, weren't
They were the best fries I've ever had.
they?
And dude, they were so like salted perfectly, perfect texture, crispy outside, like perfect inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. I will go back to this place just alone for the fries. And I was like, now let me get into this sandwich. I observe it, like the bun's a little soggy. They didn't toast the bun. So I took points off for that. right?
Okay.
The distribution of the onions and the cheese in the meat was like literally perfect.
Like bite to bite, end
Bite to
end.
bite, end to end. There was like, it was
Yeah.
like consistent throughout. And then on the top of the whole thing, there was like extra provolone.
Oh, dude. Okay, it's straight up.
It-
'Cause I'm trying to get down to Texas. We will go there.
It was actually gas. I will say the onions were not cooked as long. Like they were a little too crunchy. I feel like they could have been on the grill just a little bit longer, but like minor gripes to like how actually good the sandwich was. And I was like thoroughly impressed. And then I was walking, I was like at my apartment, I was like, damn, it's real. Now I'm like really sad that this place has no fucking customers at all.
Yeah,
Because it
Which
was,
means you got to keep them in business.
yeah.
I know.
It's all down to you. You're the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Complete the mission.
Yeah.
My dad and I, because we work together, so we also like frequently would go to lunches together. We've been on a crusade to find like the best Philly cheesesteak, and so like we're trying like all the places around. It's been a lot of chains mostly so far, just because there's not like a like a JC's Philly cheesesteak joint.
Yeah.
But we've been trying like every Philly cheesesteak, and first of all, the classification between if they use Cheese Whiz versus if they use provolone, it has become quite clear provolone is not as good. It's great, but it's not as good as Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz is the number one. If you can find a Philly cheesesteak place that does Cheese Whiz, you're living. The best chain that we've found so far is actually Steak Escape. Steak Escape is gas. And I thought it would be Jersey Mike's because I love Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
But Steak Escape, it's their one thing and they do it right.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
So I was about to say Subway, don't get steak from Subway.
Yeah, the Subway steak and cheese, it is good. It's not a Philly cheesesteak though. So if you're going for a Philly cheesesteak, you'll be like, oh, this is disappointing.
Even if you're just going for a steak sandwich or a sandwich in general and you get the Subway steak and cheese, you're gonna be like, why didn't I just go get Philly?
Right. The only time that I go for the Subway steak and cheese is not because I want a cheesesteak or a steak and cheese or a steak sandwich. It's because I want the Subway steak and cheese. I want specifically that chemical-ridden, over chewy, too much mayonnaise bread. Like that's what I want.
You're really
And that's
making
different.
it sound appealing right now.
I actually do love the Subway steak and cheese, but y'all are gonna hate why I love this. At Subway,
Why?
they will allow you to put on any quantity of vegetables that you want. Vegetables are just free.
Olives.
Same thing with the sauces. I will go to the Subway and I'll be like, let me get mayo and black olives, and I'll watch them put the mayo. That's great. And then I'll watch them sprinkle on some black olives, and they go to fold, and I go, don't wait, hold on. If you could just put on some more, throw some more black olives in that bad boy, and I'll actually say like, seriously, put on as many black olives as you can fit on the sandwich, and then like a few more.
Dude.
Like put on black olives until you think this is too many black olives, and then do a little bit more.
I really want to explain the reason why I don't like you for this.
It's a customer service thing, I'm sure.
You're going off the script. You're going off.
It's not off the script.
Yes, you are.
It's take a handful,
You're going off the
put
script.
it on the sandwich, and then take another one. Like,
The employee's ready to go. That's the script.
ready to go. How about you go get some more black olives for the bag and put it in my sandwich?
Bro, no.
Between Waffle House and Subway, you are awful to serve.
I am hated. If they had black olives at Waffle House, they would not allow me back
Dude,
in.
it's really funny. You and your mother are so alike in this because I think I went to I don't know, I think I went to lunch with Colin and then your dad and your mom. Or I don't know, we were in some restaurant and it was just one of our waitresses was being kind of it was dog mud and it was that one waitress.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
I
and your
remember.
mom was like
When we
over
were
to
sitting
me
outside.
and she was just
I
like,
know it is.
hands down, this is the worst of all the times we've been here.
Dude, your mom was unhappy.
Dude. And the thing too is like, I worked there. I know that person very well. We are friends. And so it's like every time we go in and my mom's like, and I'm like, Mom,
Just get over it.
deal with it. Just deal with it. Leave her alone.
He was like being like sassy, but also
Yeah.
it was like she was looking at the scene from like above. It's like she was not connected to the conversation whatsoever.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
when it's really funny because you can tell when your mom's mad because she gets that smile on her face. And you know the one I'm talking about, right? Because I've seen it so many times when I would watch
It's like
you
a
piss her off.
very forced smile.
She's like,
And she's going to beat you with a steak knife.
She's so like, it's scary as fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
endeavored to never piss your mom off.
Endeavor to, because it's not good. As like one of the the most pisser offers of my mom.
You do it so well.
Dude, I have been on a hot streak. I have
Pissing
been
her off?
like, no. I've been like the perfect son for like 2 years. I have
You
not
really
done
have been.
anything. Dude, I've been ruling.
You're
Catch
so
me outside
humble
of college.
Yeah, this is
Glad somebody else said
this is why she allows you to tell her to do things for you. She'll just be like,
Well,
"Wait, why am I doing this for?"
And you would think because that is now the meta that it's like, oh, Cameron's manipulative. Cameron like always gets his way. Cameron does this. Cameron does that. It wouldn't work anymore, but it still does, which is awesome.
You're a little freak for having people do stuff. You are the most executive person I know.
Dude, but with y'all, like I won't even say like, hey, can you do this for me? I'll just be like, oh man, I don't know what like the meta is for this kind of weapon. And then y'all be like, all right, hold on, let me look it up. Like I didn't even ask y'all to do it.
Yeah,
but
it's
we
because
like,
we are
implicit.
used to it, and we know that like, if we don't
What
do it,
comes
there's no
next.
chance it's happening.
It's encroaching on that that law that says the best way to find out the right answer to something is to give the wrong answer. Like it's so close to that you do.
I know what you're talking
because
about.
because it's like people are so more willing to correct you than just fess up the info.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moment it's something related to, oh, we should look this thing up so we can like know where to go or what to do or whatever, I know it's gonna be me because there's not a chance in a hell of you looking something up.
No. And
People for that.
But the
Us.
thing is, I will look stuff up, but I won't talk
Yeah.
about it. I won't be like, oh, I looked this up because I don't want to ever prove that I'm capable of it.
It was really funny because we're doing a dungeon with Glen and Cal, and you messaged me, or you called me on the phone, which was strange. I thought you were in danger.
Oh yeah.
So you called me on the phone, and you were like, I need this type of music now.
Stat, like,
And I was like, damn, I'm kind of busy. I'm in the middle of a dungeon. Your response was, well, do you care? How much do you care about it?
You're such an ass.
Like, didn't even think about it.
yeah.
And then I literally,
Oh yeah.
I told them, I sent you a lot of shit, right? And I was like, is this good? And you were like, yeah, perfect, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally typed in the words you told me to look up. Like,
Dude, that's so funny.
Like,
Oh,
if
man.
you put even a modicum of effort into making it happen, it could happen.
Yeah.
But no, you've got
I
people
think
for that.
yeah.
It was more the excitement of like going to you for music.
Yeah.
you know?
Serotonin
I-
hit of telling someone to do something and they do it.
I do like. I think it's really funny in context. I do appreciate the fact that you like trusted my taste, which is a good thing. Too.
And you found some good shit. There was a lot of like, especially like atmospheric type shit.
Cameron's
So,
laying
yeah,
down the
that's
groundwork of Wes doing this again for him.
Well, no, Cameron and I we whenever I
Pavlov.
we send each other shit like that all the time for that purpose, just to have a library of it, so that way I don't have to be in the middle of a dungeon and go look up.
And then even if you are, that we still have this strong connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Wes go, Cameron's calling me. And then before Wes mutes up, I hear, hey!
Oh, that's awesome.
Cameron's, I need something from you voice.
I
Hey,
really
bestie, little pal, little buddy boy.
Yeah, I'm like your little buddy.
I enjoy
Sometimes
getting
your little
phone
buddy needs
calls
help.
like that, because if it's like any of you guys are like somebody I know I'm going to answer for sure. Anybody else, leave a voicemail and I'll call you back. But I'll answer, and then because I know usually like I'm like a 99% chance that it is not serious at all, because
Oh yeah, I mean,
like it would just be to fuck with each other.
none of us are the type to call somebody when we have
Yeah,
like a.
Wes like FaceTimed me like a week or so ago, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And anyone else, I would just ignore and be like, "What do you want?" But this for Wes, I answered and went, "What do you want?"
yeah.
And it was
Dude,
like,
what did I want?
Get
on the
on.
horn?
Was I not?
Dude.
I swear I was not like pacing around my living room, and I was trying to like ask you if you could get on Destiny to do something with me.
Something like that, yeah.
You FaceTimed me the other day too for like the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're just like, are you getting on?
Well, yeah, because like I'll be like doing something, and I'll be like, I'm going to be on in a little bit. Don't feel like typing it out. I can just talk to this person real quick, and it'll be literally faster than texting.
Yeah, if you catch me on FaceTime or on a phone call with anyone, I'm either in love with you or it's one of you two. And
Well,
sometimes both.
so the same thing. So it's
Right,
all
right,
it's
right,
all
right,
the same
right.
thing. Yeah. No. So I literally always love taking a FaceTime. I prefer FaceTime to just a phone call, and I love a FaceTime. I love a phone call. So it's like any time that anybody wants to reach me or talk to me, you can call me. I'm down to answer. Anybody.
Yeah.
Except for you know what? Shout out, and this is not a shout out. The reverse shout out. I hate you. Every single person that is trying to buy Anna Sheldon's house in Memphis, stop texting me,
Dude.
I am not Anna Sheldon. I don't know who that is. They used to have my phone number. They own the property at 5701 Walnut Grove Road. I do not. Stop messaging me about it. It is an empty lot. Nobody wants it.
Actually just doxed someone.
Good. Find her. Tell her to stop.
Good.
Make her sell her property
Dude,
by force.
I get so many texts thinking that I'm my dad. It's like, hey, person, are you looking to sell your home?
Yeah,
Read the room, buddy.
No!
I'm 24.
I'm not-
I don't got a home.
yeah, dude, leave me alone.
For real,
It
for
makes
real.
me so mad. I get those texts actually constantly. And every time, like, I've been like slowly narrowing down what are all the lines to say to stop the conversation. And so I'll be like, this is not Anna Sheldon. This is a wrong
Wait, you
number.
respond to them?
Well, because sometimes they're robots, sometimes they're actually people, and you can tell if they're people or if they're robots. I've had like actually pleasant conversations with some of the people, but
That.
I know, but yeah, I'll be like, I am not this person. I do not live in Memphis. I do not own a home. None of my friends own any homes. Any of my friends or anybody that I know that owns a home does not want to sell their home. Also, they don't live in Memphis. And it's like every line I get, because like you say like, oh, wrong number. They'll be like, oh, but do you have any properties you want to sell? So it's like I nip all of those in the bud.
What?
Yes. It's like, have you lost your mind?
Dude, okay.
No.
So before my car got fucked up and like dented, I would get like a couple times a month, I would get like Post-it notes or like note cards under my windshield wipers that would be like for sale ? And a phone number.
When was the last time you got one of those?
Oh, bro, it was so long ago.
Dude, your car looks so fucked up.
Before it got robbed and then hit and then hit and then robbed again and then hit again.
Damn.
Windshield cracks all over the place.
Dude,
Oh,
that's just the
man.
heat of Texas. I swear to God.
Windows that don't roll up.
They do roll up.
They stay.
Yeah.
Say that while you look at me in my eyes.
Yeah. I do love that car, as fucked as it is, and as terrified I am to drive it.
Dude, speaking of like car troubles, I went out to go to work a couple days ago, and I had like not a flat, but it was like
Low.
Yeah.
like I can't drive it low.
Right.
And so I went and I'd been meaning to get new back tires anyway, because I'm constantly getting like air pressure issues and having like refill every few weeks. So I get there, I'm like, I don't got the money to do all four. Just do the backs. The fronts are fine. And they were like, they came back in after replacing it, and they were like, bro, you need to get some front tires soon. These are dated from like when the car was made in 2017. The tread is
man.
not there, bro. And I'm like, thanks, man.
So wait,
I'll see
okay.
myself out.
Oh, you're in a Civic. So yeah. So have you not noticed, like when it rains and like you're on the white,
yeah. No, I
the
have.
white stoplight? Yeah, you just kind of a little bit.
That's another part of the reason I wanted to get new back tires.
Oh man.
But this is like
Yeah.
the back tires do more work anyway. It's fine. I just drive. Not stupid.
Dude.
I
Oh,
also
man.
recently had one of my back tires was low pressure, but the thing is that whatever hole was in it was there wasn't in like at maximum pressure of the tire, it would reduce in pressure to a point. But then there became a point where the pressure in the tire was not enough to expel more air through the hole. I assume it was blocked by a nail or something. So like it would deflate a little bit, but it would never go below that. And like I would check, like the tire pressure would not reduce below that. So I was like, this is my new tire pressure.
Yeah.
This is the new default. And so I drove it like that for like months. and they would always have the tire pressure thing. And occasionally I would just go up and like refill it with air, but like it was never like a flat tire. And
Yeah,
so
that's what mine do.
I went to lunch. I went to a poke bowl place called Poke Stop, and I got a bowl of rice and raw salmon and a sweet soy sauce and
Okay.
I think probably some wontons or egg rolls or something. And
Pretty good poke.
yeah, really good. Oh, so fresh. Cilantro. I love cilantro. Anyway, so ate up my food. and I
Coriander.
walked out, and it's like my car was like,
Yeah, kilted.
Dude, it's always
I-
when you're
I-
somewhere too.
dude. And I looked at the tire, and it's like, this is drivable for about 3 more minutes. And so I limped it over to a tire place and took a long lunch so that I could get my shit fixed.
Dude, I was like, when I walked out and saw that, I was like, I could drive on it. I don't really think it would be safe. And like the closest discount tire or tire place is like 10 minutes away. And I'd have to go on the interstate. And I was like, I'm not doing this shit. So I just changed it. And thankfully it was like here. So it wasn't
Right.
like bad at all. And I was grateful because it was like supposed to storm really bad that day. And I got it done before it did more than like sprinkle a little bit. So that was nice.
Yeah, very nice.
But this is the first time I've had car troubles, not had it be specifically in a Target parking lot. I've had my car full die once in a parking lot or a Target parking lot, and then just I needed to jump in a Target parking lot once.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's about time we wrap her up. Like
Song
a
of the week.
present. Songs of the week.
How much I gotta pick?
All right. My song of the week, I know it off the top of my head. It is Save Me by Globius.
Okay.
I'll add it.
Talk about that song for a second.
Sure. So it's like, it's one of those songs that's kind of like a slow build, sort of like I used to hear Symphony by Cody Fry. You know, it's like a bit of a slow build, but the music is like constantly like ramping up. The singing ramps up a little bit. And there's like a little extra level I wish it hit, but it never quite gets there.
Yeah.
Which is, it's fine because it's still really good. But it's just this dude who's like obviously sad and alone, and his whole thing is the chorus is like "Save me, before you find me tomorrow at rest" or something like that. Like I don't know exactly what he says, but it's like he's just very desperate, shouting for help. It is moving, I would say.
Oh yeah. That sounds really nice.
Nice.
Mine is not moving, but I like it. It's Eat Your Young by Hozier. Came out like
I like Hozier.
it came out like a couple of weeks ago. It's really good.
Do y'all listen to songs of the week?
Yes.
Yes. I haven't
alright,
listened
good.
to the most recent ones, but yes.
I listen to it. I listen to it pretty frequently. The way that I like do music is I've got like my Muse playlist, which is for I'm doing work. I've got my songs of the week, which is for usually going to work, and then I've got whatever mix playlist I want to listen to at that time. Usually it's my mix with one of
We
my
know who
high
you're
school
talking
friends.
about, yeah.
Yeah. And that's usually me coming home from work.
Nice. I usually listen to either chill, like I have a chill playlist. It's like kind of night driving vibes. And then I have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
playlist called Loud. And it's just loud.
What's yours, Wes?
My song of the week is called Tuyo, and it's the Narcos theme.
Could that be by Rodrigo Amarante?
It would be by Rodrigo Amarante.
Dude, Spanish is such a beautiful language.
Dude, and
True.
Narcos, the whole show, it's just great. It's like just
Pedro
listening to that
Pascal,
show is
baby.
awesome. Yeah,
It's Pedro Pascal?
Agent Pena. Yeah, he's the fucking protagonist, baby.
Ah,
Yeah, I fucking
how
love
about
that guy.
That must have been probably where he got his start then, huh?
I think so.
Because Narcos was like
If there was
A
something
few years
before,
ago, right?
years ago.
No, I thought it was just a few years.
2018.
Yeah.
Oh, he was on Game of Thrones though.
He was in Game of Thrones. He was in a handful of things
Oh.
before.
Pedro Pascal got his start in the like acting world very late. If I'm
He was
not
also
life, you
in
mean?
Kingsman. Like it wasn't like
What?
Okay, yeah.
The second one.
Let me talk about the song some more because I'm like the Pedro Pascal pipeline's getting kind of crazy here. I didn't know he was in all that shit. But anyway, this song is one of the greatest pieces of Latin music I think that's ever been composed. It is the Latin style guitar is something in and of itself that will never need like lyrics or any type of rhythm to back it up. Anything. It is just so like pure and just this natural like it's just such a glorious sound. I love it so much. And then
the nylon strings
this
and the techniques and stuff.
This song to me is like a margarita where it's gently relaxing and gently stimulating at the same time. So it's just like a very pleasant experience. Just and the guy's voice is just it's butter. Just listen to the fucking song, man.
I love that you have that experience. I love that you feel that way about that song.
You don't like it?
Nothing about a margarita is relaxing.
What do you mean?
What you said, like a relaxing.
You've never like sipped a margarita?
Margarita is the party cocktail.
I disagree.
That is the one you drink when there's a pitcher.
Nah, I'm talking like beach.
There are two different ways, or there are more than one way to experience a margarita.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, in a party setting, in a bigger party.
Cameron, your experience is by the gallon. I'm talking about a margarita.
Yeah,
I
like,
have
okay.
2 speeds, fast and way too fast.
Cameron, okay, I'll tell you what. Whenever we end up finally taking a vacation somewhere together sometime, we go to somewhere
Very vague.
closer to the equator, and we end up on a beach, and we have one margarita each, you will understand.
One marg.
You can have more after, but you need to understand.
Wow.
It's a 1 drink per vacation.
Like, no, my thing is you just need to understand the vibes. You need to respect the vibes in order to have a good time. Because you just going out there and be like,
How much water's on your bed now?
no, and it was empty.
Damn, I'm disappointed.
That would have been funny though. But no. I
understand what you're
You gotta
saying.
learn to enjoy things, man. Don't just suck it down for fun or lack thereof.
I've been planning a cruise trip with the Knoxville homies.
Good luck.
And
You're so brave.
Yeah,
cruises are
you
fucking
never catch-
scary.
I hate the
What?
idea of a cruise.
scary. What do you?
You
what,
will
I'll be on a
never
boat for a
catch
long
me on a
time?
cruise.
Okay, we'll drill into this. I am curious, but the point of me bringing it up was because the cruises that we're looking into, they have an all-you-can-drink pass.
Yep. Buy
Which
it, no matter
they-
how much
like-
it is.
If you drink like at least 6 drinks a day, it's worth it. And I'm like, I'll do
No,
that.
you do not understand. My roommates they'd been on like 6 cruises.
Uh-huh.
And they were professionals at this shit. They're like, no matter how much the cost to buy it,
Yeah.
you'll save money and
Oh,
use
for
the
sure.
fuck out of it because there's no limit. Like they're
Right.
not gonna so you can't drive anywhere. There's no reason you can't get served. So
Right.
they literally like wake up, mimosas, lunchtime, little cocktail, evening, hard liquor, whatever you want. Just fucking go nuts.
Yeah. No, I'm super gonna do
Yeah,
that.
I'm just terrified of cruises, man. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I
I
have
get
a fear.
seasick too, and shit.
No. But the thing about the cruise is that you get to look at the ocean, but not be in the ocean.
You are in the ocean still. You realize that, right? You are.
As long as I'm not looking under the water, I'm fine.
You do. Well, what deck are y'all gonna get on? Because you do realize, like the lower decks,
Oh,
you'll be
yeah,
seeing like under the water when the waves come up, right?
Wait, that's gas. Okay, I do want to look under the water.
Dude, that's not go. I'll send you like a YouTube clip of it. There's this video, of this dude on this. I don't think it's a cruise ship. It's some different type of ship, but it's a passenger ship, and it's got like the waves coming up, and then the window just kind of comes open, and water comes in, and it shuts, and it's the most terrifying thing because like
It's scary.
you see like these huge waves, and then it's just, and it's just
Oh,
blue,
dude.
and you're like,
That's awesome.
That's not awesome!
Well, okay.
I don't want my body under the ocean, but I will look through a window.
I do think the ocean is like one of the coolest things. However, it's also one of the scariest things.
Yep. Fuck no,
I
baby.
mean, what's gonna eat the cruise ship? You know what I mean?
What's gonna eat?
And
I mean,
if
true.
the Kraken finally shows up after all
So,
this time
okay.
for my cruise ship,
You know,
it's like that's badass.
Right. You're okay. Let's move off the
you
ocean.
needed a kraken to take you
to
down.
the other aspects of why the cruise is scary, right?
Okay. yeah.
Cruise ship incidents in the past years
Oh, like the Costa Concordia.
pretty frequent too. Like, what the fuck happened there, Brody? You don't know if your captain's off the bean, off a perk, off a fucking. Maybe he's got a unlimited drinks pass.
Yeah,
He's got a
it's like-
Camelback full of Hennessy up there
People
at the
that work
wheel.
cruise ships are in a cult.
Yeah, right. And he just you're on you. He is going to take you wherever he is going. So if he wants to go to Antarctica, there
God.
you go. You're fucking stuck.
Dude, I would go to Antarctica. You know that, though. That was a bad example. You know it. You
You're
could
right.
say, like, he wants to go to the Sahara Desert. And then I'd
Right.
be like,
But my point is you don't have control.
odd.
Like, you're not like...
dude, I don't need control. Especially when I get to drink it. It's like, let somebody else take the wheel, dog. I just want to move around and joke around with people.
God's drunkest driver.
Dude, we need...
Get this man behind the
All right.
wheel.
Dude. That's just... No. I don't like... Yeah, no. I'm good. Too many people on a cruise ship.
Yeah,
They're gonna
it's
try to
also
kill me if the
sticky.
boat starts sinking. No, I'm not doing that.
I'd rather
Dude,
go
if the boat
feral
starts
on the
sinking, I'll just
mainland.
intervene.
No, yeah, I mean, if some ladies and kids first, fuck that. I'm diving. Like, I'm off. I'll land. I'll
Well,
dive
yeah.
in the water and then crawl in the lifeboat. Fuck.
They're not going to prevent you from jumping in the water. They will hit you with the oar when you try to get on the boat.
Will they?
Probably
Not if you're stronger than them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
What if I,
they go to
what if I
you.
take the oar? No, I'm just saying. Yeah, that would be if you. I hope you come back from it if you go.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. Assuming that we even do it. It's just been talking, but I would love to go on a cruise. I'm built for a cruise.
Man, I went on like a pretty decent hike the other day, and it made me want to backpack. Like,
Oh, like go like cross country.
yeah, and
Walk to
And
Canada.
I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, because there's like a canyon in Texas that's like 4 hours away. It's like the mini Grand.
Antelope Caves.
I don't know what the fuck it's called.
No, that's by that Grand Canyon.
Raccoon Mountain. No. But I was like, I would love to go and like backpack the whole thing, but I know that you don't want to do that. And she was like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
So I'll do it by myself eventually, or you guys can come. Be a killer video.
maybe. I won't say no because I traditionally I have enjoyed some elements of hiking and stuff like that and like walking around mountains and being in nature. I love nature. It's just like,
Oh,
fuck, it's so much easier to just sit around a campfire and drink than it is to
That's true.
walk a bunch.
see, but okay, so we were talking about health earlier. For me, like that is why my motivation to be healthy is because I feel capable of anything in the world.
Yeah.
Like that hike I talked about, there was a point where like we went down a shit like, oh my god, they're like 60-degree stairs in this fucking mountain for like 15 minutes, and we had to come back up
Oof.
that and like the summit, like and just looking out at the view, and I was just like, man, like that was worth it. Like I felt like the sense of accomplishment was awesome because like I pushed my body even though I didn't want to do that and it was fucking horrible, and I was like,
Yeah.
gonna throw up. It was fucking awesome that I did it. Like I'm capable.
I am of the opinion, and this will come as no surprise, I can do anything. It's just about what I want to do. I
Yeah.
frequently don't want to do stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy you want to do a cruise though. That's just fucking weird.
I want to go on a cruise.
That's
All you get, dude, you literally just have to lay on the deck, drink the sun and the alcohol, watch
a known
play
healthy
shuffleboard.
combination. Alcohol and heat.
and like and I could do that thing where I like sit like over the deck, like wistfully looking at the ocean, pretending like I'm thinking about
Your
something.
Hawaiian shirt flapping in the breeze, the salty
And
breeze.
no undershirt, obviously.
Yeah.
Also in this fantasy, I worked on my summer body.
The
so
seagulls
that'll be
find Peter
my-
Woolman and shit on him at 3401
Yep.
Walnut Hill Drive.
All right, well, let me write down the timestamp. Oh man. Anyway,
That's about
thanks
it.
for listening to Mountains Don't Like Baseball, episode 18. We're gonna wrap this one up. Songs of the week will, of course, be linked in the YouTube. I probably will never gonna make a Patreon, but if we did, wouldn't that be cool? We'll still update if that.
Do you guys want a Patreon? Let us know.
Yeah. You know, I mean, if we, the thing is about the whole Patreon thing is like, it would be handy to have something to be able to offset the cost of our current money pit that is this podcast, as it produces nothing. It costs me a lot. So you know, for that. But the issue is like I would want to be able to make some kind of content for it. And we don't have any content for the Patreon.
Dude, I was just, I was thinking about this too. I was gonna say, well, might as well just get naked. Like,
yeah. Yeah, actually, we're doing a Patreon, but we're also gonna do an OnlyFans.
God damn.
Uh,
It's the money pits. Ocelot produces nothing. Oh man, oh man.
Anyway, have a wonderful day.
Bye bye.